Hi, thanks for joining me. What you're looking at here is a Heritage Manufacturing Barkeep. This is a relatively new gun to the market. They came out January 2021. I'm filming this on January 31st, 2021. I've had this for a few weeks. I was one of the first people that I know of in the Phoenix area to purchase one of these, kind of confirmed it through the store and essentially the supply that came in. So I think that's kind of neat, and I just wanted to share my feedback on this. I've taken it out on a few different range sessions, and I've put a few hundred rounds through it, so I can kind of give you the quick and dirty. So what this is Heritage Manufacturing. If you don't know, they specialize in making budget-minded, affordable 22 caliber single action Old West style revolvers. They make carbines as well, but really all it is it's a longer barrel. It's with a stock. It's an extension of what you see in front of you. This Barkeep is a quasi replica of a design that was popular that came about in the 1870s. Shopkeepers, saloon keepers would keep a small gun behind the bar, just something lightweight and handy for self-defense. Specifically, I believe it was the 1877 or the Colt Lightning is what it's referred to, that offered some of these shorter 2 and 3 inch barrel revolvers. And again, this is just something it's not a faithful copy, but it's in the spirit of that. Now, first thing you're going to see here is, what is this? What's this ice pick looking thing? Well, what that ice pick is it's your ejector rod. Single action pistols typically have a spring-loaded ejector rod right here that when you push it and you've got your loading gate open, it kicks the spent rounds out here with the rod. Well, you're going to have to use this. And I can already tell you that I have forgotten that tool on a range trip, so what I did is I removed the cylinder pin here and just this little spring-loaded screw, and you pull that out, blah, blah, blah. And I pulled the cylinder out and I stabbed out the rounds with that, and it took a little bit longer, but it was something that if you've ever cleaned a single action revolver, you're kind of familiar with that process, and it's not a big deal. These guns do come with a safety. It's right here. It flips down to fire and up for safe. It basically just blocks the hammer is all it does. It's plastic. It's not super technical. These guns, like a lot of the Heritage guns, are able to shoot 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum. Many of the Heritage guns come with a cylinder for both. This one does not, but it will work with any of the 22 Magnum cylinders, and one can be purchased from Heritage directly online for $34, I checked. So that's the ins and outs. So the pros, it's dirt cheap. I think I paid $155 for this. It might vary in your market, but you can typically expect under $200 to buy one of these. So they're one of the more affordable guns on the planet. That's a pro. It's fun, man. This thing is a blast to shoot. You feel like an Old West cowboy plinking away with your little 22. Let's talk about some of the cons. With that short barrel, I definitely noticed some inconsistencies in accuracy, which can detract from some of the fun if you're not hitting what you're aiming at. So my suggestion would be to use bigger targets or stand closer. It's fun. It's a range toy. Another downside is I've been shooting these types of pistols for a lot of years. It doesn't matter who the manufacturer is. These budget-minded single-action pistols, I've worn them all out. Every model from every manufacturer, it doesn't matter who or what. I started in the 1990s with the EAA Bounty Hunters. I've used Cimarron Pinkertons. I've gone through God knows how many of these Rough Riders. I've worn them all out. Typically, they'll slip timing, and it's just not worth it for me to try to get them fixed financially when you can buy them so cheap. So throw them aside, go get me another one. So these are probably not heirloom pieces. It's not to say that they're not well made. There's actually some really good steel components on this gun, and some really nice wood grips on this as well. But if you're looking for an heirloom piece, you might want to invest a little bit more money and maybe get a Ruger or a new Birdie if you're looking specifically for a single action 22 or rimfire. I like it. It's fun. If you have any questions about it, hit me down in the comments, and I'll do the best I can to answer them for you. Thank you.